Hare Kṛṣṇa. So we welcome you all on behalf of Gaurang Institute for Vedic Education to this session on science of happiness. And we pray to the Supreme Personality of Godhead to bless us so that I can speak in such a way that you can understand, and He gives you blessings so that you have the power of understanding. So before we start, we will basically chant some mantras, and by these mantras we will be inviting the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Shri Kṛṣṇa, Shri Gaur Nitai, all the devotees of the Lord, our Gurudev, His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Thakur Srila Prabhupada, and all the Guru Varg, all the Gurus from the Paramparas, valid Paramparas. So please, when you welcome someone, we will invite someone, we welcome that person. So when we welcome the person, we have a mudra, and that is basically this Namaskar mudra. So I request you to please fold your hands and listen to these mantras. Om Ajnanatirmirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yukpat Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamscha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desha Tarine. So please repeat after me, not with me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Hare Kṛṣṇa. Jai Gaur Hari. So again, thanking you all. So let us proceed with this talk. We have had 2 sessions already. And I have talked to you about that everyone is looking out for happiness. In every act, anything we do, what do we want in the end? We want happiness. But we get stuck in pleasure. That's our misfortune, which has been created by us because of ignorance. Every one of us wants permanent happiness, but we get stuck up in the temporary happiness which is called as pleasure. So I will not be repeating those things again, otherwise it will become very boring. And for devotees or the listeners who are coming for the first time, please listen to this talk, and you can go back onto YouTube and listen to the other 2 talks which are there. So on Tuesdays, we are basically, everything goes well, we try on Tuesdays to speak in English. Our other lectures are in Hindi. So this is for the audience which is also interested in listening in English. So, why do we seek happiness? Because it is natural to us. And who us means is natural to me. It is natural. In Sanskrit we call it swabhavik. स्वभाव है आनंद ढूंढना हमारा, क्योंकि हमारा स्वभाव आनंद का है. वी आर नॉट, अरे आई टोल्ड यू टू, फोन बंद करने को कहा था. So it is, you are not asking for something which is unnatural. You are asking for something which is natural. It is natural to you. A fish which is out of water, it is natural for the fish to ask for water. Nothing wrong. So you are asking for what? You are asking for happiness, bliss, ahlad. This is that happiness. Bliss is that happiness which comes, stays and grows. So all of us. So what happens, many times you see that people give up everything. So they say, oh, how can you be happy? No. We have given up pleasure, maja. We have given up pleasure. We have given up, when we were children, we used to be after coins, not money, that paper money. No, we used to be after. If someone gives you a card and tells you that this card has got 10 crore rupees, and then he gives you a 50,000 rupees bundle of 500 notes, what would you take? The card, obviously. But a person who does not know how to operate the card, he doesn't know what a card is, and that card has got almost 10 crore rupees in the bank, will reject the card. But when you are given an opportunity, so you will reject the 50,000 rupees and you will take up the card. So please try to understand the knowledge which was missing, as I talked to you previously also, the knowledge of life. So whenever you have to study a higher study, you have to go for a higher class, then what have you to do? You have to leave the previous. Like when you climb the stairs, what happens? You have to leave the previous stair and go to the next step. Very important. So in the same way, we are not rejecting happiness. We are not rejecting happiness. To understand about life or to walk the path of happiness, how can we reject happiness? We are rejecting pleasure. When you were a child, you used to play bank. That game used to come, and in that bank you used to become a millionaire, a billionaire. But all that was all illusion. So when you grew up, then you start looking out for real money. So in the same way, when you become intelligent, what do you look out for? Real happiness. This pleasure is a shadow of real happiness. It is a shadow. This enjoyment is very dangerous. It does not let you come to the level of happiness, real happiness. So the question is finding the real happiness, the right happiness. So why you can't find this happiness which you are looking out for? Every person in the world, every living entity in the world is looking out for real happiness. But only in this species, the species of human being, can you look out for real happiness and find real happiness. A dog cannot. An animal cannot. It's not possible. It's not possible. Because they don't have the, you can say they don't have the facility to know, get knowledge and to accumulate knowledge. Like a cycle, a normal bicycle cannot be driven at 200 kilometers an hour. What will happen? Break down. It will break down because it has not been made to go at that speed. And if you want to fly the airplane at speed of 40 kilometers an hour, what will happen? It will fall down. So these are the limitations. So this is called yantra, machine. This body is called machine. So every machine has got its own limitations. You have to understand this. It's very important to understand this. This is called yantra. Yantra. Yantra means machine. And every machine has got any limitation. Is it right or wrong? So dog machine, snake machine, horse machine, cow machine, buffalo machine, elephant machine. They are all machines and they've got their limitations. Nothing wrong. We have also got limitations. But we are free in certain sense. See, in life also, when you are a worker, your independence is limited. When you become owner, your independence becomes, but then also you are limited. Because over you there are laws. But in your factory you are boss. But there also in the factory you will have to, there is a person called Mr. Vikas Sharma, he will visit you. If you don't follow the tax process. He'll come visiting you, which you don't want. So understand this first. Very important. You are sitting in this machine. Theoretically, try to understand this. You have to, like when you start in your class, in the initial stage, 2 into 2 is 4. Then later on you can basically prove it. How 2 plus 2 is 4. You can, but initially you are just told to learn it by heart. Theoretically understand this, practically you will understand later on. Before Rasik Sham learned to make samosas, he learned to eat samosas. Right? Then he got interested in learning to make it. First he saw it, then he gobbled it, and then he started making it. In the same way, as we will proceed, at this juncture, just accept this what I am saying, then I will prove it later on. As these talks go on, because this is the ABCD of science of life. Science of happiness. ABCD of science of happiness. This is the basics of happiness. Okay, you are the soul, not this body. Body is just a machine for the machine which helps the soul to understand itself, its nature. This we'll have to understand. So as for now, just understand when I say you, I mean the soul, Atma. Please understand this. When you are talking in the court, your honor every time means the judge. Is it right or wrong? Advocate Sahab, Janardhan Prabhu. It does not mean the chaprasi. So there the your changes. The honorable court. So in the same way, here when I say I, you, but when I am talking about the body, then I will say that basically that what I am referring is the illusory I. When you think you are the body, that is illusion. So this is not the subject matter now. So we have to understand what is our nature. Our means soul again. I'll have to repeat this many times. In bracket now you put it. Bracket open, bracket close. Because if you miss this, you will never be able to be happy. In the world there has been so much progress. Progress of technology. Every progress has been there. But there is more tension, more strife, relationships being broken relationships. All these things are coming about. Why? As I told you previously also, because you are missing the science of life. And the science of life you can equal to, right, science of life equals to science of happiness. That knowledge is missing. So your nature is what? You are eternal. You are aware. Consciousness means to be aware. And you are in bliss. That is our nature. Every one of us is seeking eternity. Seeking knowledge. Awareness is what? Seeking. Why do you go to school, college? Why do you want to develop skill? So that you can work and take care of this machine. Right or wrong? Today the government is emphasizing on skill development because the skill gives you the job. Education does not give you a job. Knowledge does not give you a job. The skill of the knowledge gives you a job. So you are after knowledge, you want eternal, everything to be eternal. Your relationships should be eternal. Relationship with the business, relationship with the money, relationships with the house, relationship with your relatives. Relatives is a very broad word in which husband, wife, children, everyone comes. You say, no, that is family. Family is part. In that family, everyone is a relative. How are they related to one another? Relative means what? Related to one another. You are related to this person as a son, as a daughter, as a wife, as a husband, as a brother, as a sister. So relatives come from the word related. So all knowledge, we want knowledge. After knowledge, and everyone is seeking for happiness. Everyone is seeking for happiness. We are not seeking happiness because we are weak. No. We are seeking happiness because that is our nature. We are not seeking something which is foreign to us. Please remember this. You are not looking out for something wrong. But when you are looking out for enjoyment and pleasure, then the whole problem starts. Because remember one thing, enjoyment and pleasure will never result in happiness. They are two different paths. The maja and anand are two different paths. Sorry, it is not a ladder. Okay, first maja, pleasure, and then happiness. No, no. No. Because this pleasure is what basically creates more desire for pleasure. So it keeps us away from happiness. It's very dangerous. It is very dangerous. This maja is a very, very dangerous thing. This feeling to enjoy is very dangerous. This makes us, there are two types of selfishness. One is good selfishness, second is bad selfishness. Yeah, remember this. Good means what? As I have told you before also, remove G-O-D from good and what remains is a zero. I was talking to the chartered accountants. I told them everything is in numbers, not alphabets. When you do business, what do you talk? In numbers or alphabets? Numbers. The whole computer industry works on 0 and 1. Numbers. So when you G-O-O-D, remove G-O-D and it becomes 0. Life becomes so good. Selfishness is also there. Yes. Good selfishness relates in happiness. And bad selfishness results in enjoyment. And enjoyment comes through exploitation. And happiness has got nothing, you don't need anyone for happiness. It is a very personal thing. It is a very, for enjoyment you have to exploit the other person. There is no other vikalp or alternative. No. The whole world wants to enjoy. And that is the biggest problem. They have to exploit. There is no other alternative. You can basically think about it. After this talk, you can think about it. Now the root cause of unhappiness. What is the root cause of unhappiness? The root cause of, what is the root cause of people dying of thirst in the desert? Separation from water. Now let us talk more technically. Separation from water. So why are you unhappy? Separation from the source of happiness. Separation from the source of happiness. That's the biggest problem. And who is that source of happiness? And that source of happiness is the absolute truth. Param Satya. What is the root cause of people dying of hunger? Separation from food. So, the source. So what has been cut off? Relation with the absolute truth. And who's the absolute truth? Kṛṣṇa, Ram, Vishnu, Narayan. There's so many people. No, one person only in different roles. One person in different roles. in different roles, he is doing different drama. Like in some movie, a person becomes an old man. In some movie, he becomes a young man. In some movie, he dies. In some movie, he lives. But the person is still there. Like I still remember, I met one person who was, Mataji, who was working in the serial. And she was telling me that she died in that serial. So when she went to the market, she said, "You are still alive?" I died in the serial, not actually. You want to kill me? So this is the problem. So mostly people, why are they unhappy? Mostly they will say, we have problems, people hurt us, life is difficult, plans fail. That's why we become unhappy. Sorry. That is not the root cause. Let us go deeper, understand the root cause. If you are sick, what does the doctor try to do? Diagnose that what is the root cause of this illness. And till the person does not get to the root cause, he will remain sick. Like for me, they did not know why I was getting a pain in the stomach. And I was losing all energy. I didn't have any energy. Why was that happening to me? They found the root cause, and after 12-15 days, the root cause was lead poisoning. So till they didn't find this, they were giving me antibiotics, which is against lead poisoning. It increases lead poisoning. And they were giving me IV, 4-5 bottles a day. Instead of treating me, they were killing me. Huh? Like people say when I ask them, if you are sick, what you should connect? Medicine. Hare? The chemist shop is full of medicines. Would you pick up any medicine and eat it? No. But for a disease, there is one medicine. Every disease there is. So in the same way, you are also all diseased. And that disease is known as Bhavarog. What is it known as? Bhavarog. Bhav Sagar. These are the words mentioned in the books of happiness. So from today we will say Bhagavad Gita is the book of happiness. People will relate. Because Kṛṣṇa is saying, Su sukham kartum avyam, Raj vidya raj guhyam, pavitram idam uttamam. He is saying this king of knowledge. I will talk to you about it later. In the next talk or next to next talk. I will pick up these things. That Bhagavad Gita is nothing, it is the book of happiness. It tells you to connect with the person who can give you happiness. He will connect you. So, this is not the primary reason that we have problems, people hurt us, life is difficult, plans fail. No. The deeper cause, the real cause, is we are disconnected with the absolute truth, which is the source of all happiness, Lord Shri Kṛṣṇa, Lord Rāma. We are disconnected with Him. Anandamayo abhyasat. Vedanta Sutra says that He is only the source of. See, an electricity wire has got full potential for the current to pass, right or wrong. Right. But the current to flow through it, it has been made for that. Its only work is not to hang clothes, which in India people do. It is not the work. The work is to pass the current. So this is dead. That quality is not coming out. Because it is not connected to the main line. Till you don't connect the wire to the main line, how will the current flow? So in the same way, remember one thing. Why is the Anand not coming? I am made of Anand. Are the Indhan, fuel, has the full potential to burn. Right or wrong? Full potential. But does it burn on its own? No. We are part, we are dependent on the absolute truth, Kṛṣṇa. So what we have to do is get connected to Kṛṣṇa. No other way to be happy. No other way. Can the current flow through the wire without getting connected to the powerhouse? Tell me. Not possible. It is not possible. So, connect it to the powerhouse and see. It'll start working. It'll give you a shock also. It'll light up your house also. In the same way, connect yourself to the absolute truth. Now the absolute truth, when I am saying Kṛṣṇa, there are a lot of names, valid names of Kṛṣṇa and invalid names of this absolute truth. So that's not the topic of discussion today, but Kṛṣṇa means all attractive. What does Kṛṣṇa mean? Who can be all attractive? Who has all qualities? Any quality will. Because if he mixes out on any quality, that means he will not be attracted to someone. He is attracted to both atheist and theist. Because the atheist believes that there is God, and the atheist is called atheist because he says, I don't believe in God. Common is what? God. So he is all attractive, is he not? Kans was all attracted. Day and night he used to think of Kṛṣṇa. Day and night he used to think about Kṛṣṇa. Day and night. So, all attractive. So that's a good name for the absolute truth. Anything wrong? Is it sectarian? He is a good doctor. Does religion play any role in that? He's a good doctor. He's a good doctor. Simple. Kṛṣṇa means all attractive. So, why is it a Hindu name? Good doctor can only be a foreigner, only from a particular region. Why do you make it sectarian? Kṛṣṇa means all attractive. So what is wrong? Rāma means giver of happiness. Vishnu means who's present everywhere. But all attractive means he should have all qualities. That's why it becomes a primary name of the absolute truth. It's got nothing to do with Hindu or anything. Got nothing to do. It's not a sectarian name by any. So getting connected, when I say now Kṛṣṇa, you'll understand. Don't think it is a Hindu name. If you think like that, then sun, is it Hindu, Christian, Muslim? Sun is sun. S-U-N, not S-O-N. Goodies picked it up. Because people must be thinking, because they are attracted to their sun. The sun is attracted that I am the son, I am the owner of the property. So immediately S-U-N, that's why, good, thank you. Though he did it unknowingly. But then also I thank him because Kṛṣṇa spoke through him. Hey, these people are thinking sun to be S-O-N. No, no, no. It is S-U-N. The sun has got nothing to do with what you think about the sun. If you think right, it is good. So in the same way, Kṛṣṇa means all attractive. That's a good name for the absolute truth. All attractive clearly means one thing. That means he's got all good qualities. Because good qualities are the ones which attract you. In the long run also, short run also. Sometimes bad qualities attract. But that is for a momentary. So, we are disconnected with the source. So, the soul, when it gets connected with Kṛṣṇa, the absolute truth, this Anand is awakened. This Anand is awakened. Like the property of the wire is awakened of transforming the current, the electricity, then it gets connected to the powerhouse of electricity. Understand? Till you don't get connected with it. Now, connection does not mean that you make a painting of the powerhouse and you connect it wire with this. Or you take a photograph of the powerhouse and you connect it with it. What will happen? Nothing. And that is mostly what happens. Put on tilak, chanting, but no connection. No connection. Sorry. Two wires, here wire coming from powerhouse, this place. What happens? So much distance. And you put the tape. And you say no electricity is coming. That's what you do. Tilak, pilak, sub tape. All that is what? Tape. But the wires are separated out. You look like, अरे जुड़ा तो हुआ है यार. There was a problem just now at the about when I came here before that. So they were saying electricity is not coming here. Why? What is the? So everyone looking, this tape is there. So then I said, Baba, open the tape and see if the two wires are joined also or not. And when they opened the tape, the two wires were separate. Tape is there, tilak is there, dress is there, tape. Wire separated. What are you going to do? Akshanitai. We will send you example. But what can I do? Prabhupada gives, I say. So no, connection means connection. Tape is needed. Tape is needed. But they should be connected. So separately. So when you want to enjoy, you want to be happy when you want to be happy without getting connected to Kṛṣṇa, you will be the same position. That wire is there, but it's got no current. By that wire you can do anything what you want except one thing. What? Current to pass through it, electricity to pass through it. Because it's not connected. This separate, you feel, you want to enjoy, you want to be happy without getting connected. Not possible. This happiness which comes without connection is known as enjoy. This is called pleasure, momentary. What is it? Momentary. But one thing is there, this is like small trailer. You can get happiness because you are getting illusory happiness, pleasure. So when you think that means I am capable of pleasure. है ना प्रभु? This gives you a hint. This gives you a hint. This has got the... But that is momentary. It comes and goes. Prabhupada has stated in his small books, because if there was no pleasure in the material life, people would have left it very easily. But then that means Krishna has given us no choice. He is forcing us to become pleasurable, to become happy, to get connected to Him. There is no force in relationship. You can't force anyone. Right or wrong? Huh? Mr. Advocate? He is seeing that am I presenting the philosophy properly? And this, when you want to work separately, then without getting connected to Krishna, is known as material life. What is it known as? Other. It is generated due to false identification. It's called false ego. Remember one thing, ego is not wrong. Ego is who am I? Ego means what? Who am I? Ego is not bad. You have to have ego, Baba. I has to be there. Because if you want happiness, who wants happiness? Without the I, there is no who. What are you trying? Happiness for whom? You. That means identity. Identity means ego. But there are two types of egos. False ego and real ego. When you do you want happiness, which the mind wants to get happiness, that is called enjoyment. That is called enjoyment, pleasure, maja. Maja karo na. In Gujarati, how you say that? Huh? Maja karo. Chhe? हाँ, मजा करो छे, अरे 5 कर ले, है? So, and also called as independent enjoyment. There is no independent enjoyment. That enjoyment is very dangerous. If you take that path, it becomes very difficult to go on, to walk the path towards happiness. Very, very difficult. They are two opposite. It stops you from happiness. There's a person who's got full potential of rising to the top, and he does not use that potential. And a person has got no potential. So, who's the person who's to be blamed? The first one. Who has the potential? You have the potential to get happiness and still you are getting satisfied with what? Pleasure. Enjoy. What are you trying? But the constitution position of the soul is to be connected to this absolute truth. We are all connected to the absolute truth indirectly. We should be directly connected with the absolute truth. We are connected through his energy, and that energy is not very good. Illusory energy, Maya, Bahiranga Shakti, also known as external energy of the Lord, is the energy of the Lord, but you are not connected with the Lord. Remember one thing. This Maya means what? Ma, not Ya, this. It makes you feel that this is happiness, this is the greatest. I should have a big bungalow. That bungalow, where will you sleep? 6 by 3. Actually, that big house is to show off. That say, ha, I have made this. This is just nothing else but you. So, what happened? This person was a senior officer in the Navy. So he asked me that, Prabhuji, you tell me one thing, that you said we should live in necessity, live simply. What does this actually mean? So I asked him one question. That, feeling like sneezing. So I asked him that, how have you lived your life? When you were born, did your childhood you have had AC? So yes. So yes. I had all comforts of life. So I told him that is your necessity. But if I ask most of you that when you started your life, did you have AC? So now why? I tell these boys also, these devotees, see that a Nirjala Ekadashi where we don't take a drop of water also, you can do it once in the year. That means you can do it every Ekadashi. This is actually teaching us that, nothing else. If you can do it for one day, you can do it for all Ekadashis. Is it right or wrong? This is what it is teaching us. Nirjala Ekadashi is teaching us this. Is it right or wrong? When an athlete or a sportsman, if he plays an extraordinary shot when he comes the first day, you may say, hey, this man has got talent. It can be polished. So if you can do Ekadashi, Nirjala Ekadashi once, that means you are trained to do it every day. Every day means every Ekadashi. Right or wrong? Tell me. Actually, that is the reason Ekadashi, Nirjala Ekadashi is there. Not for that extra हो जाएगा कुछ. हैं? आप क्यों कर रहे हो ऐसा? Why are you doing this? हैं प्रभु? Ekadashi's power goes down in other Ekadashis. Who told you that? This was just to make you aware. This was just done to make you aware you have the potential. You have the potential. It's possible. And today science is also proving that man got Nobel Prize due to this. That fasting is very helpful eradicating diseases. That Japanese fellow got a Nobel Prize. What was his name?
This process is called autophagy. The eating of cells.
So, it is helpful. You do Nirjala Ekadashi on that day, Pandavikara. So, you can do it every Ekadashi. What is the difficulty?
This is how we should conduct every exercise.
That is just showing you. When you can do Seva till 1 or 2 o'clock and do Mangal Arati at 6:30, that means you can do it every day. When you can do so much of Seva. So why can't you do it in your life? Hai, Prabhuji? So this is all basically teaching us to how to connect with the absolute truth, known as Kṛṣṇa, all attractive. So here we'll take a break till the next session. So I will request any questions, we'll take that. If any questions are there on the
How to connect with that?
yeah, that I will tell you in the next talks, that how to connect, that is very important.
In just few lines.
Few lines is this, that you have to, when you want to get connected to anyone, what do? If you want to get connected, then you look out for things which he likes. Which he or she likes. You pick up those things. And you try to
Seeking for the
Serve him accordingly.
so, and that process, when you do it in the spiritual life, that is, you want to connect with the Supreme Lord, that relationship in which you want to follow the orders of, let's say, in politics, what does the politician do initially? Your Mr. Modi also did, the Prime Minister. Initially, what was he doing? He was following the orders of his seniors. He was following the orders of the seniors. He also started in the same way. Same thing with God. But you can't become God. Because none of the people he followed, were God. Because God's position is not something which anyone can take. He was God, is God, and will remain God. This is a nonsense theory which is circulating. The people who are circulating, as per my Guru Maharaj Srila Prabhupada, are rascals. That Nar can become Narayan. Not possible. Narayan is not a post. It's not an IAS post that you sit for the competition and you become an IAS. And then you retire, and then you die, then you become late. Then after 2 generations, your photo is also not there. Huh? So this is a fact of life. So so when you serve that way, and then service converts into love, the children who are very close, or the relationship in which you are serving the other person, you automatically become close, connected. This is a very normal thing. It's very normal. है ना? बताइए आप. Normal है कि नहीं है? It's very normal. And that is in technical terms known as bhakti. What is it known as? So Prabhupada, our Guru Maharaj, our teacher, one of the greatest teachers to ever appear on this face of this earth. Not now, not this century, not this millennium. Since eternity, he is past, present and future. He told us that such people are rascals who think that they can become God, and the ones who are teaching this are also rascals. Hare, understand your position. You can't get happiness till you don't connect with this absolute truth. So what are you talking about? You'll become God. Huh? Hare, the electrical wire can never have electricity flowing through it till it doesn't get connected to the powerhouse. How can the electrical wire think that it will get electricity flowing through it? No, sorry. So this is known as bhakti. We'll talk about it also because it's very important, because you have to get connected to. And what is the knowledge? How to connect? with whom to connect. All these things will come about when you talk about happiness. We talk about happiness. Any other questions?
As for happiness, in general, we people think that whatever we are getting, suppose if I have something which is very nice to me, or I'm interested to take it, it gives me momentary happiness, as you are telling right now. So, going on the path of the spiritual science or getting connected with the Supreme Lord or Absolute Truth, does it mean to lose that kind of happiness or momentary?
Momentary happiness we don't want, because that is misleading us. Would you tell me one thing, would you like to have you get money which is fake money, would you be happy with it? If you are getting happy with the fake money, that means you are gone. Right or wrong? That means you will never try for the real money. So in the same way, but one thing is there. This was my not topic for today, but I'll tell you one thing. Kṛṣṇa says, when will I get happiness, you say? That I should leave the pleasure. You'll have to have an alternative, na? Susukham kartum avyayam. Anyone who does this act, who starts on the platform of bhakti properly, with full sincerity, he starts getting happiness from then on. It is not a post-dated check. So then why would you need pleasure? Tell me one thing. You will not need it.
But we are afraid of that.
Afraid. Foolishness. We are afraid of fear. How will I give up 10th standard and go to the 11th? So much fearful. That means you are a fool. A-class fool. Hare, how can I leave the 10th standard? My two friends are still there, they failed. I will like to be them. Foolishness. This knowledge is not for fools. It's for people who use their intelligence. The ones who want to live like dogs and cats, this knowledge is not for them. This knowledge is for people who are intelligent, who think, who are only interested in eating, mating, sleeping and defending. This knowledge is not for those people. Sorry. Like IIT is not for everyone, but is open to everyone. Right or wrong? So, what's the problem? Hanji? Any problem? No problem. You start getting happiness immediately. Turant. But why is it not coming in your life? Because you are not sincere. Sincerity is needed. You are not sincere. Prabhupada, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Kṛṣṇa, all the devotees of the Lord say, if you are chanting properly, you will be satisfied. You will be peaceful and you will be happy.
Sincerity means putting 100%.
Huh?
Sincerity means putting 100% effort.
Whatever you think, it means 100%. How can you be called sincere if you are putting 80%? There is no 80% or 70% sincerity. You have sincerity or you don't have sincerity. There is nothing in between. You are living or you are dead. There is no coma situation.
Either we are sincere or not.
Bas, finished. Because the moment you become insincere, that insincerity immediately takes over. Like the moment you switch off the light, what happens? Darkness comes over. So, very difficult that way. So you have to be sincere.
Either we are sincere or we are not.
Yes.
If we are lacking means we are not sincere.
Huh?
If we are lacking, we are not sincere.
No, you're not. Hare, I tell you today that how in 4 days you can earn 10 crores. If I tell you to chant also, you will not chant. Hare, pehle paisa aane dena. And then Yamraj shouts from there, he says, in 2 days you will die. Well, let me die, but 2 days I will get money. So, where is the sincerity? There is no sincerity because you have not understood the importance. That is the reason. Why are you not sincere? Because you have not understood the importance of this human form of life. You have understood that there is only one way to be successful in life, is to get connected to Kṛṣṇa. You have not understood this. That is why you are roaming around here and there like a street dog who has got 100 masters. है ना? So that means they are called as prostitutes. They are not sincere to one man. So you are not sincere to Kṛṣṇa. Then you are, what are you? Prostitute. इधर उधर मुंह मार के तुम क्या करना चाह रहे हो? Like a dog. Why? Huh? Prabhupada has stated many places, or our spiritual books also. You say sincerity is. You have been sincere in some lifetime, that's why you got connected. But that sincerity only will make you go ahead. By sincerity, you came into the particular college. But you need sincerity to complete the course also. When you completed your CA, were you sincere about the studies or not? You were. Is it not so? Otherwise, you would have never passed. So sincerity is the basic thing. Any other question? Yeah.
Mike.
इटर्नल वंश इज आस्किंग, आपका नंबर मिल पाएगा क्या? मेरी अंतरात्मा बहुत विचलित है। कई सवाल हैं जिनके जवाब कहीं से प्राप्त नहीं हो रहे हैं।
आपसे अनुरोध है कि आप हमारा 18 घंटे का जो भगवद गीता पे हमने कोर्स किया है, पढ़ने से ज्ञान नहीं आया करता, सुनने से ज्ञान आता है। सुनने से आप समझते हैं। तो मैं आपसे अनुरोध करूंगा कि सिर्फ 18 घंटे दीजिए हमें। जब डिजीज सीरियस होती है तो आप आईसीयू में जाते हैं। हमारे साथ कई लोग जुड़े हैं जो कि डिप्रेशन में चले गए, सुसाइड करने के मूड में आ गए। हमने कहा लगातार सुन लो। नहीं होता प्रभु जी? जब बीमारी कम होती है तो कभी कभी इंजेक्शन लगा लो, परंतु बीमारी अगर ज़्यादा होती है तो क्या बोलते हैं? आईवी। लगातार ड्रिप चलना चाहिए। तो ये 18 घंटे का कोर्स, वो आप जानते हैं कि आपकी स्थिति क्या है। अगर आप रोज़ आधा घंटा सुन सकते हैं, 15 मिनट सुन सकते हैं, सुनिए। इस 18 घंटे को सुनिए, आपको अपने प्रश्नों के 95% के जवाब मिल जाएंगे। और इसको सुनने के बाद जब प्रश्न होंगे वो आप हमें givegita.com/ask पे कर सकते हैं। अक्षरनिता अपना नंबर दे दो।
8003506395।
ये आपको नंबर मिल गया। परंतु 18 घंटे सुनने के बाद ही करना ये, क्योंकि उसमें आपके 95 क्या 98% प्रश्नों का उत्तर मिल जाता है। और कईयों को तो 100%, बहुतों को 100% उत्तर मिल जाता है प्रश्नों का। तो हम यही कह सकते हैं कि गिव गीता के ऐप पे जाइए, GIVEGITA, और फ्री में डाउनलोड करिए। फ्री में है कोर्स, ये पैसा नहीं चार्ज करते, कुछ नहीं देना आपको। ठीक है जी, धन्यवाद। आगे।
सर, भगवान ने दुनिया क्यों बनाई?
फिर बोल रहा हूं, ये कमाल का प्रश्न है, नहीं है? जब डूब रहे होते हो तो उस टाइम नहीं पूछते मुझे धक्का किसने दिया है। पहले बच लो, फिर पूछना कि धक्का किसने दिया मेरे को, है प्रभु। दुनिया बनी हुई है हम जैसे बदमाशों के लिए। जेल किस लिए होता है? क्रिमिनल्स के लिए। हम क्रिमिनल हैं। क्रिमिनल गवर्नमेंट को नहीं मानता, और कई हार्डेंड क्रिमिनल होते हैं, अंदर जाने के बाद भी वो 20 साल के बाद भी निकलते हैं, हैप गवर्नमेंट बेकार है, गाली देते हुए निकलते हैं। तो ऐसा मत बनिए। जेल कभी भी आपको बांधने के लिए नहीं बनाया जाता। रिफॉर्मेशन के लिए है। तो ये रिफॉर्मेटरी है। क्या है ये? हिंदी में क्या कहते हैं? सुधार गृह। सुधार गृह है ये। सुधरो। पहले तो जानो कि मैं कौन हूं। पहले कोशिश कर रहे हो जानने की कि दुनिया क्यों बनाई। भाई अभी तो तू अभी है ना। ये बड़ा अजीब क्वेश्चन है, मैंने तो कभी नहीं किया जिंदगी में। पता लग गया, पता है क्यों बनाई है। पहले तो पता लगे मैं कौन हूं, मैं शरीर हूं कि कुछ और हूं। मृत्यु क्या है? एक ही तो फैक्ट ऑफ लाइफ है प्रभु, वो है, उसको कहते हैं डेथ। क्या कहते हैं? जो कि सत्य, एक ही सत्य है। क्यों? किसी को बोल दो कि मैं तेरे को भविष्यवाणी कर रहा हूं, तू मरेगा। भविष्यवाणी फेल होगी? कभी नहीं होगी। तो बताइए, इतना फैक्ट की चीज को आप जानना ही नहीं चाहते कि ये होती क्या है? ये सब पहले अपने आइडेंटिटी को समझो। तो इसलिए वो 18 घंटे का कोर्स नहीं सुना आपने। सुनिए, लाइफ के अंदर सृष्टि नहीं दृष्टि बदलेगी, तब पता लग जाएगा कि क्यों बनाई है दुनिया। ये हमारे सुधार गृह है। ये क्या है? हम वो बच्चे हैं जो बदमाश हैं। पता भी लगता है, हमारी हरकतों से नहीं पता लगता। पिताजी को छोड़कर अपना मजा करना चाहते हैं। पिताजी के पैसे भी इंजॉय में लगा देते हैं। पिताजी कह रहे हैं अबे कहाँ ले गया मेरे पैसे? बताओ। वो तो पता लग रहा है। परंतु जो सुधार गृह है भाई, अपनी आदतें बदलो। किससे बदल सकते हो? ज्ञान लोगे, सोच बदलेगी। क्या बदलेगी? सोच बदलेगी, दृष्टि बदलेगी। तो इसलिए ये गिव गीता पे जाइए, GIVEGITA प्ले स्टोर में जाके ये ऐप है, इसमें हमारा कोर्स है 18 घंटे का, उसको डाउनलोड करिए, सुनिए। ये आप जो प्रश्न कर रहे हैं इनके सबके उत्तर मिल जाएंगे आपको, और फिर आप हमें कांटेक्ट करिए। हैं? अब जिस व्यक्ति को ABCD भी नहीं आती, बोलता है हिपोपोटामस का मुझे स्पेलिंग बताओ। अब कैसे बताऊं, तुझे तो ABCD नहीं आती और तुम मुझसे बोल रहा है हिपोपोटामस क्या होता है, स्पेलिंग बताऊं। है H है, क्या करोगे? पहले अल्फाबेट में ही चक्कर खा जाओगे, है ना। तो इसलिए मैं आपसे अनुरोध करता हूं, सिर्फ 18 घंटे मांग रहा हूं, वो भी एक साथ देने की जरूरत नहीं है, वो आपके ऊपर है। पाठ में सुन लीजिए। धन्यवाद। हरे कृष्णा।
Utpal Devnath ji is asking, Hare Krishna, Guruji, I have listened to your
Hare
Bhagavad
Krishna.
Gita course. Honestly, this course has helped me in many ways. First, I was able to understand the basic principles of Sanatan Dharma from it. Also, after listening to the course, I have been able to come out of many bad habits. However, I am still facing a problem. My mother is suffering from a serious mental illness called OCD. Because of this, our family is going through some difficulties. This is affecting my devotion and my studies. Guruji, I am unable to feel satisfied in any way. Please kindly suggest a solution for me.
See, this is all our karmas which come in front of us, but we should become proactive. You have to lead life where circumstances don't decide your life. You have to be detached from that. You have to be, because your mother is also suffering due to her karmas, but in a family the karmas are interrelated. So I request you, when such situations come, you should become more serious in studying, because when you are sick, when you are less sick, what happens? You sometimes miss the medicine also. But when you become very sick, what do? You take the medicines absolutely regularly. So in the same way, when such circumstances arise, you should immediately become more serious in doing your bhakti activities, because that is only which will create a shield, an armor which will protect you from the external agencies. This is my advice to you. Be more serious in our chanting and learn not to get affected by external. By understanding the fact that the body is going through all this. The soul has got nothing to do. The body is suffering. The soul's body, which came as your mother, the body is suffering. The soul is not suffering. The body is suffering. And why are you connecting yourselves? That's why you are also suffering. Attachment is what? That is what attachment does, Prabhuji. If the person you are attached with, if that person suffers, you also suffer. But if you are detached, what happens? You didn't, because if you start suffering, how are you going to basically take care of the person who is already suffering? Prabhuji? One patient get connected, second patient. It used to happen, one person in coronavirus, other also gets coronavirus. So how can this serve? So same thing is with suffering. If you are attached to that person, you are also a part of that suffering. How can you treat that person? Is it possible? So please, detached, then you will remain healthy mentally. Mental health is more important than physical health because you are close connection. That's why your mental health is in a bad state. So I request you to please chant more seriously 16 rounds, attend the morning programs and understand this is what Kṛṣṇa says very clearly, Dukhalyam. It is a house of miseries. It is not hidden anything from us. ठीक है जी? So what is the time now? 9:30. So, is that enough? So today we'll take leave from you all and thank you for joining us. Pray to Kṛṣṇa to bless you so that you can connect with Kṛṣṇa. You can go through these 18 hours of our course, go on to the Play Store, give Gita, Give, Gita. All our social platforms are named as Give Gita, Give, Gita. Our website is also same. Our app is also same. So please, I request you for your benefit. And this is free. What else do you want? This knowledge you will not get if you attend a million motivational classes also. This knowledge will make you so motivated. I know a big businessman, industrialist of India, top bracket industrialist. At one time he went almost bankrupt, but he told me later on when he came out of that situation, he said, due to the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, I was able to pass that period, which was so bad for me. My share had dropped to almost 1000% less. I was almost ruined. But this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita made me tide over this crisis. So this is for your good. If you are good, if all the bricks of a wall are strong, then the wall remains strong. So that's why we want everyone to be happy. Okay? Thank you. Hare Kṛṣṇa. Take care. हाँ जी, बंद कर दो.